All right, it's morning and it is cold. So I'm glad I came back down here. I actually just a little bit ago heard somebody trumping through the thing coming up towards me, not on trail, and then I popped out of my tent and there was a guy. He had apparently missed the campsite and gone down a ways and found somewhere to camp last night. So he's just out on a suction hike. But it is freezing cold. Definitely glad I slept with my filter and everything because it's pretty warm in the tent, but man, I almost think it's getting colder as the morning goes on. I waited a little bit to put water in for electrolytes for today, and there was already ice, like a ball of ice in it. So that's interesting. So I've got my filter actually in my hoodie pocket to keep it from getting frozen. And I haven't eaten my peanut butter. I'll do that here in a little bit probably, just because I was ready to go in and I'm getting out late. 6:30. So I really was hoping to be out by 6. But that quilt was just so warm and I did not want to get out of it. So for some reason I thought I was doing 30 today, but I checked and it's about 25 to Payne Gap shelter. I'm hoping that means tonight it's supposed to be really cold again. So I won't have to set up and take down the tent. And that's where I got the coldest. So Wolf Scott Road, well, it'll be dead ending mountain coming up, Lula Scott Gap, then Will Scott Gap, which is Georgia 60, where I tried to go last night. So we're heading out. It is beautiful. So that's the views coming up from where I was. And you can see the sun just cracking over there. So, all right, so this empty signpost should mean that we're at dead end and mountain, because apparently the sign gets stolen all the time. But as you can see, the sun's up. It's really beautiful out, but it is pretty cold. And now we're in the layering game where, okay, how much do I take off? How much do I keep on? And personally, I think right now it's too cold to take the fleece off. So I've got it unzipped as far as it goes. I've got the hood off. And I've got just my ball cap and my woolly on, but I'm maybe taking the ball cap off because it's cold enough that my ears won't stay warm if I take the woolly off. So that's how I play with temperature here in a situation like this, is because you've got to just manage it the best you can. So far, I mean, I'm only getting kind of warm on the extended ups, which is to be expected because you're just pushing. There's a lot of exertion. When I'm cruising, that's fine. But just trying to manage, getting damp from sweat. So figured I'd pull you guys out for a minute since we were at the dead end and I'll keep you guys up to date. All right, I found a little view spot slightly up hill off trail. See some power line cut. I don't know. I bet that's the lines that run up to the Brawley Mountain Tower up here. So, alrighty. Well, that's where we're headed, up to Brawley Mountain. I guess it's fire tower or some kind of tower. I think, well, that's 3. Well, from the road it was 3.2. From here, I don't know, but Tipton Mountain's before that, if I remember right. So I'm probably gonna stop there, eat a snack, and get some water. Or drink some water, not get some. All right, I'll keep you guys up to date. All right, we made it to Payne Gap, and that means the 0.9 up to Brawley Mountain Tower, which is up that way. So I don't know how much up, but I know I did drop down a good amount. I was like, no, the further down I drop, the more I got to go up. But hey, it is what it is. So I'm thinking I'm gonna sit here for a minute and try and get some snacks and water in me before I head up. I think my beer canister, it looks like it's shifted funny, so I'm gonna try and resort it and make sure I've got it sitting where I want it. So I'll keep you guys up to date. All right, we made it to the Bromley Tower. All kinds of antennas and stuff up here. They've removed access, which is fine. I'm not a fan of heights, so I don't really mind not being able to go up. So I may try and find somewhere to sit down though. I don't know. I did sit just a little bit ago. I don't know. We'll see. I may mill around here for a few minutes and then head on down the trail. I'm kind of hoping we're going to walk the road for a little bit before we drop off after having to do all that climbing. But all right, I was hoping there'd be a really nice view up here, but sorry if I spun you too fast. Just down from here, there was a spot where the road came out. You could walk over. I started to walk up it, and I was like, oh, it's just the road. I said, well, maybe there'll be something good up top, but looks like, well, here we go. Here we go. Look down the power line cut, you got some views. So. All right, I'm gonna keep on heading on and keep you guys up to date. All right, we're at Garland Gap. I think I'm 3.3 from Shellaford Bridge now. So it looks like someone has decided they wanted the sign, so it's gone, but not a bad little camp spot. You could probably get a couple tents in here. I'm sitting next to the fire ring on a rock, just resting for a minute, but oh man, beautiful day, beautiful day. All right, I'll keep you guys up to date. Well, I figured I'd bring you out. Trail's been kind of cruisy, which is nice. Not a lot of views just because of all the trees, but you can tell that there's mountains all around you, and it's definitely beautiful. The temperature's really nice. When the wind kicks up sometimes it's a little bit much, but it's okay. So we're still heading down to Shellaford Bridge, I believe is what it's called. Trying to decide, I may try and run in the general store there if it's open. I really like to see if they have a bandana or something. I need some kind of face covering for when I'm in town. But that's what's going on. So just kind of cruising along. It's mainly downhill, a couple ups here and there, but all right, hopefully I just had my only scary encounter of the trip. I was motoring down towards the bridge, came around the corner, and here comes a German Shepherd, full bore at me, barking. He had a pack on, so I'm kind of like, And then another dog came around the corner, so I yelled really loud, and both of them took off and went the other way. So I came around the corner, it was a couple, and fortunately the German Shepherd was muzzled. So I don't know if that means, I don't know. My thought is if you've got a dog that needs a muzzle, might need to be on a leash, but I don't know. Anyways, I'm just glad that nothing worse happened. I didn't have to get out the old pepper spray, and everybody's good. So I'm almost down here to the bridge. I think been a fair number of blowdowns through here too. Actually, there's one right here in front of me. Whoop. think maybe I can go under this one. Some of them are just like the wrong height to go over or under. It's like, but this one's pretty low. It'll make my knees feel real nice to go under this. So I'm gonna get here into town and see if the general store's open, see if I can get a face covering and maybe use their bathroom. All right, keep you up to date. Figured I'd pull you back out. I just realized too, another thing, I had a guy when I was back there before I went up and over to come down here that mentioned that he was releasing fish on the river in a couple different spots. So I was like, oh, that's cool, you know, appreciate the info, whatever. Well, I get down here and their signs up from November 1st through May 14th, I think it is. They do special releases of trout, I believe it is. And you can only use single hook artificial lures, but so that's what he's doing. They're stocking the lake or the river here with trout. Oh, and also you can't, oh, interesting. It's only catch and release. That's cool. All right. Well, I'm going to keep heading towards the bridge and I'll keep you guys up to date. That's pretty. A nice house over the river too. All right. All right, so I left Fall Branch Falls or Fall Creek Falls, whatever, the falls. I didn't actually go down to the viewing platform. There was a lot of people there. Ran into a guy before I headed up there when I was at the kiosk that's actually doing the AT-BMT loop. So he started the BMT Sobo. So I ran into him, talked to him for quite a while. Quite a while longer than I planned on stopping, but it is what it is. So, moving again, headed to Rock Branch Shelter. I think I got about 10 miles to go, and it is 2 o'clock. So, that may put me there at 7, but hopefully earlier. So, I could be there by 6, that'd be good. But he told me there was a lot of blowdowns coming up, so we'll see what happens. Keep you guys up to date. All right, just made it to the top of Rocky Mountain, or the sign at least. I think if you go up that way a little ways, that's probably the top. But whew, man, with all these blowdowns today, I am struggling to maintain 2 miles an hour and then taking that long break. I think, pretty sure I'm gonna roll into the shelter at 7. So, I kind of hope nobody else is there. Granted, I don't know that anybody would be asleep that early, but still, I'd hate to get there because Bobby was telling me, the guy that I ran into, you know, he had passed a lot of elbows. So I don't know where all they're going. I know he said he stayed at Payne Gap shelter last night. So, but that's the goal. That's where we're pushing to, because I want to be there for dinner water and breakfast water and moving tomorrow water. So whether or not the 30 will happen tomorrow, that's going to be up in the air. The good thing about that is, since I was doing the 30 to only have to do a shorter day into Reliance, which actually that doesn't, well, I'm going to have to look at my stuff and figure it out. Just to figure out what I'm going to have to do. Because if 25 is more realistic, I gotta figure out where that's gonna dump me out, and then just see what happens. I mean, I've got plenty of time. I just wanted maximum time in Reliance to rest and recuperate. So I'm really not digging the cheddar cheese pretzel combos this trip. I usually use the pizzeria ones, and I can stomach those, you know, even when the flavor gets kind of bland. But these I'm just struggling to eat them, but I need the calories. So I'm gonna force myself to eat those. I should be done with the bag today, and there's a pretty good amount in there, so I'm gonna make myself eat those before I have dinner. That's the good thing about drinking liquid dinner and breakfast, is even if you're not necessarily hungry, the body wants that water, and so it'll take it, especially with flavor. Then it's like, oh, hey, this is nice. So got to get those calories in. And going down, it's pretty bumpy, so I'm gonna put you guys up, but I'll keep you guys up to date. I've been videoing a lot just because it's been a slog to get anything done because all the blowdowns. So it's just been a tough day. You know, real talk, days like this sometimes make me question why I come out here, you know. It's like I didn't come out here to get beat up by a billion blowdowns, but you know what? It is what it is, you know. I knew the weather went bad, and I came out here anyway. And so, you know, you get what you get. Apparently, I thought maybe I was about to catch some other hikers, but apparently, right when I got down here, I heard somebody talking from back there, and then right when I got down here, almost down here, I saw somebody pulling away. So I guess they must have been out for a day hike. But all right, I'm getting ready to head on. Looks like the BMT goes the way I'm facing. So all right, keep on going. I'm still trying to get to the shelter. I don't know that there's anywhere else. I haven't looked either, but I'm hoping we're done climbing. I hope. I don't want to look. I'm just gonna, you know, it is what it is. You gotta make it happen. So all right, I'll keep you guys up to date. Look at that. That almost makes all that hard work I just did worth it. I just went through, there had to be 100 blowdowns back there. I mean, it was ridiculous. I'm not even sure if I'm on the trail now because there's blowdowns across where I think it is. Or I guess I'm on the edge of it. There. I'm back over to it. But, I mean, this is completely asinine. I mean, I literally at one point said, you know what? I'm just there's a road right here. I'm gonna figure out where this thing goes. And I'm done. I mean, because there's blowdowns as far as I can see all the way down this road over here. But where there's a will, there's a way. Thank you, Lord, for keeping me safe, because there was some sketchy stuff back there. I mean, I tried to go up and around it at first, but then I realized I couldn't even see how far it went. So I had no clue how long I needed to keep going to get back to the trail or anything else. So I'm hoping I'm on the trail right now. I saw a Jeep driving around down there where you can see the reflection off that water. And I saw some blazes back there, but I'm hoping I'm not supposed to be in the woods because there's a bunch more crap blowing down in there. So I'm gonna put you up for now. Keep you guys up to date, and I'm gonna check my gut hook. All right, I made it to the shelter at just a little after 6, and eating some snacks and gotten warm. My feet got wet on the water crossing, so unfortunately they didn't fully dry out. So they're hanging on my pack. The socks are. Got my Apex booties on, trying to get my feet warm, and I'm in my quilt. I'm gonna finish eating dinner here in just a little bit, and then may call my wife again, and then I'll probably go to sleep. It's supposed to get in the 20s again tonight, so try to stay warm. I'll catch you guys in the morning.